Okay, everybody, I thought I'd just take you along on the trip with my daughter and I this morning. We had a good plan. We wanted to go find a homeless veteran and just spend the day with him. And this is our journey right here, so here we go. I've been down here quite a bit. If you've been watching my videos, you've seen me down here in downtown Phoenix quite a bit. But we thought we'd need a friend to go with us for breakfast or lunch, whichever one we decide we want. Actually, it's going to be our friend's decision. Okay, everybody. This is the homeless shelter coming up here. There's all kinds of homeless people down here, and I decided we might do something nice, try to make their day, and ask somebody if they want to go to lunch. Let's see, this guy looks like he works here. Alright, so that place, how do you get in there? Let's see, it says no. Let's see. Hey buddy, you work here?
No,
Oh, okay.
we're just trying to gather people up and take them to church and stuff like that.
Right on. You know what? Actually, I'm kind of doing the same thing. I'm a veteran, and I wanted to find somebody down here that's a veteran too, and I wanted to take them to lunch.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
There's a lot of them that are hurt and suffering out here.
Yeah, no, I've driven by here a million times, and I've been wanting to do this for a while. So.
Yeah, both of my brothers are in the military right now, so
Okay.
I know what it's like.
Yeah. Okay, no disrespect to this guy, but just because your brother or brothers or somebody you know was in the military, you don't know what it's like. You have no idea what it's like to go through basic training or get deployed. You might kind of understand how it might be, but you don't know what it's like. It's nice that this guy's down there trying to help people out, trying to take them to church. They had a bus down there, but you don't know what it's like being in the military till you do it. Just an observation. Or my opinion. Well, everybody talking about support veterans, but then they just tweet about it. They don't go do anything about it. So I thought I'd come down here.
You're definitely going to run into them out here.
Yeah. Were you talking to these folks just now? Or?
Yeah.
Okay. Right on. All right. Have a good day. God bless you too. Yo. Hey, any of you guys veterans?
Cold water?
Any of you guys veterans?
Got some cold water?
What's that? That's
You got cold water?
I don't have cold water.
What the fuck you cruising around for?
Because I'm look. He said, "What are you cruising around for?" Take somebody to lunch. Actually, I'm a veteran, and I wanted to find somebody out here that's a veteran.
Yeah, I'm a veteran too. I'll go to the
What branch are you in? Okay, so
What's
that? All right, you can't hear this guy very well, but he I don't know. I had suspicions that he wasn't a veteran to begin with, just because the way he was yelling at me and being kind of disrespectful. But you never know. You never know. But I said, "What branch are you in?" He said, "I'm in the armed military forces." I didn't hear you. United States Armed Forces. Right on. Okay. Nobody that is in the military is going to refer to their service as being in the United States Armed Forces. They'll tell you what branch they were in: Air Force, Army, Marine Corps, Navy, Coast Guard. You know, because they're proud that they served. ID? No, I mean like your veterans card. Right on. What? No, I know a lot of it. I just. He said, "You should just move on and tell me thank you for your service." So this is what we call stolen valor. Unless this guy just has some issues and he had a hard time communicating, I highly doubt it. But when people try to pretend they were in the military and they never were, that's what we call stolen valor.
What branch were you in? Okay. All right, buddy. Good talking to you, brother.
Yeah, right there. He said, "Why are you interrogating me? You should just say thank you for your service."
I serve too, buddy. That's when somebody tells me they were in the military, and if they say I was in the Army, then I say what's your MOS, or if they were in the Air Force, what's your AFSC? That's it. So God bless you, brother. Any of you guys veterans? Anybody served in the military? No? All right. Hey, either one of you guys veterans? You got your ID card, or you can tell me what branch you served in? What was your MOS?
All right, so you can't hear that guy.
Right on.
Oh, I didn't stop. You can't hear that guy very well, but I said, "Do you have your ID card?" He said, "No." So what branch were you in? U.S. Army. What was your MOS? 11 Bravo. Immediately, I buy this guy's story in a second, and it's not just that he knew that information; it was the way that he answered me, his demeanor. He had a drill sergeant at one time, and it was just the way he answered me. I can tell, you can spot one of us if you're one of us. You can spot one of us from a mile away usually, not just by the way somebody looks, but the way that they speak to you and the way they answer your questions. Sometimes you have to ask a few more questions to verify, but this guy had been in the Army. I'm pretty damn sure.
Because I'm a veteran, man, and I want to take one of my brothers to lunch. Okay, I'm doing a YouTube video, and I was gonna take, people talk about helping veterans. I was served 15 years in the Air Force, and a lot of people just say it and tweet about it and put it on Facebook. I wanted to take somebody to lunch, go get them some clothes, maybe a haircut. If you guys know, can you guys help?
I'm sorry, it's hard to hear these guys, but he said he had an appointment to go help a friend, which I believe him too. Either that, or he might have a warrant or something. He might have thought I was a cop. I'm driving a black truck with a navy blue camper shell on it and a veteran's license plate. I'm sure there's a lot of cops down here that could try to pick people up for warrants and stuff like that. So he might have something like that. I don't want to assume, possibly, but he might have also had an appointment to go help his friend. Didn't want to break that appointment. But they said, yeah, there's a lot of veterans in there. And that's inside the gates. There's this campus here, and I'll talk about that in a minute. But there's a campus at the homeless shelter down here, and you need an ID card to get in. You need to register with the homeless shelter.
Find somebody maybe that can just prove, and I just need them to prove they're a veteran. That's all. Because like this dude back here told me. Well, I can tell by asking a few questions. Yeah, if you tell you're. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, not everybody had one, but yeah. All right. All right. Hey, how do I get?
Yeah, come back around, man.
How,
In about 30 minutes because we're all gonna be coming through. Getting back out, you'll be able to see a lot more.
how do you get in there?
You can't. You have to get a car ID to get in there, but you might go to the guard station. Just go right over to the welcome center.
Uh-huh.
Right on 12.
Maybe they'll help me.
Probably grab some.
Oh, really? Okay. Right on. And that's.
Yeah, 12 to Madison. Go right to 12. Go back around. Go back over there to 12. Then take a left. And then you'll see the gate. Right
Okay.
there.
Cool.
Go
Thank
to
you.
the guard check.
All right, brother. You sure you don't want to go? You got it. All right. Take it easy.
Keep up the report, man.
Okay, I'm sorry you can't see out the back window or hear very well. I had my daughter with me. We've got tinted windows in the back, not in the front. I just didn't want her to be sitting in the front seat, but I did want her to go with me to be part of this, to see what it's like to help people, or attempt to help people. So she was filming in the back there. Good camera lady, good job. But that guy thanked me and said, "Keep up the good work."
This dude's talking to himself. Guarantee half these people think I'm a cop.
So this is the bus. The first guy I talked to and asked him if he worked there. He said no, they're just trying to get people to church. So I guess they come down here with the bus on the weekends and offer, free trip to go to church. And I'm sure at church they've got cold water, air conditioner, some food, and maybe some good advice for some of these folks. Just a way to communicate and connect, network with some people, maybe find a job. I don't know. This is my first time down here with this experience. I didn't know they did this kind of stuff. So, good for these people.
Hey, buddy. Well, hey, any of you guys veterans? Any of you guys veterans? You ever served in the military? No? All right. Hey, you're not a veteran, are you? No. No? All right. All right, this says no parking, but I'm going to talk to the staff right here. All right, film it through. I'm going to go talk to that lady.
So this lady, you can't see her. She has an orange shirt and it says staff. So I was like, huh? Talk to her. She's staff. Turns out she's not staff. So I don't know if you can hear him, but I just asked everybody up there. I said, "Hey, is anybody here a veteran? I'm looking for some veterans to talk to today." And they said, "There's a whole bunch of them inside. You got to go inside. There's all kinds of them." So this is the check-in window where you register, and they've got armed security at the front and inside. They just kind of keep an eye on things, I guess. And these three right here, and there's another lady right here, they were looking for a place to go. They weren't sure where they were going to go. And I told them, "Hey, there's a bus. There's a bus right over there. They're trying to take people to church. They might have air conditioner or water or something like that." And she was like, "That's a good idea. Let's go get on that bus." And they took off, went and got on the bus. So, all right, so this guy that I'm talking to, you can't see him. He's kind of behind this pole right here. He was walking in. I said, "Hey, man, you a veteran?" Kind of looked like he'd served. And he said, "Yeah, U.S. Army." I said, "What was your MOS?" 25 Bravo, immediately. I said, "All right." Started talking to him, asked him what years he served. Yeah, he was in for like a little over a year, and he got honorably discharged for some reason. I didn't get too far into it with him. But I told him what I was doing. I said, "Hey, man, I want to maybe take you to lunch today." I was gonna say get him a haircut. He had a rockin' mohawk going on, but I told him what I was doing, and I started this lady when I talked to her at the counter. She's inside here, and she said, "Hold on, let me call somebody up here for you so you can talk to him." And I told this guy, I said, "Hey, man, hang out here for a second while I talk to this guy, and maybe I'll take you with me if you want to go." But he, I don't know, you'll see. So yeah, as I'm talking to this supervisor right here, he's kind of explaining to me how the whole facility works. And I had no idea that they did this for people. And I thought when you were homeless, you were on your own. You know, there was really no help. Here, I'll pause this real quick. I thought you were on your own, no help. And you just had to figure it out. Apparently this place is, it's almost like a school campus, look like a college campus kind of. They have showers in here. You can get a voucher for a haircut. They'll give you a voucher. Go to a barber shop. And then the barber shop turns in their vouchers to this place and they pay them, I guess. The guy said sometimes they have clothes for people. Sometimes if you need a belt or a pair of shoes, you can go up to the counter and they'll hand out shoes or a belt. Did I say showers? Yeah, they've got showers, and then they have meals. I think he said 3 times a day. So at least there's something, you know, for the homeless. It looked like a pretty nice facility, a little courtyard where they can hang out. Who knows? Maybe they even have Wi-Fi in there. I'm not sure, but it was a lot. There were a lot more options than I thought there were. I thought going to take one of these people to lunch, pay for them to get a shower like at a truck stop, which I've used before on the road. They're nice and clean. They clean those out every single time somebody uses one. You know, I was gonna take them to Goodwill, get some pants, shirt, some shoes, whatever. Go to lunch. All that is available here at this place. So I guess I just, you know, I educated myself today. So the only thing different, what I would be trying to do to what's available for the folks that are down here would be, you know, just spending some time with them and being a friend, really, getting a friend. You know, I'm pretty isolated myself. Things are better now for me, but this isn't about me. And being able to listen to them and not be a psychologist. I'm not a doctor or anything like that, but sometimes just having a friend, somebody that actually cares about you, you know, means more than anything, and can be more beneficial than a lot of other things. So that's kind of what I was going for here, and have a personal conversation with whoever it is, and ask them how they ended up in this situation. You know, how I can help maybe get them dependent on themselves again, into an apartment, maybe a job. You know, I could hire them. I have a business. You know, whatever I can do, think on the fly, and just try to help them out the most I can. So this supervisor, he was real nice. He looked like he enjoyed his job, and he genuinely cared about these people. You can kind of pick up on that vibe from people sometimes, but I like this guy. And he was just explaining to me that, you know, you can't go in there. I can't go in there unless I'm a homeless person, and would need to be registered. But if I wanted to, I could go down and volunteer. So looks like that is probably what I'm going to be doing. And I'll update everybody with that when I do that. And of course, I gave him my card with my website on it, barden.us, barredin.us. And when I was talking to him, I said, yeah, I think sometimes some of these folks end up out here because they're targeted individuals. Have you ever heard that term? And he goes, oh, yeah. He was acting, the one when I said that, he acted like, yeah, that's, something I learned in elementary school. Everybody knows that word, which isn't the reaction that I always get. But this guy was real familiar with that term. And when I said it, he even kind of glanced inside like there's some in there. But he also told me, well, yeah, he told me some other information about this place that just to kind of help keep me safe. Half the people in here probably ended up here for not a good reason, but on their own accord. Half the people probably ended up in here for bad luck, getting a double dose of life, being targeted, whatever the issue is. But anyway, nice guy, good person to be working there. And after what he told me, since I had my daughter with me, I decided, hey, we need to err on the side of caution. Did I even say that right? Anyway, I've got to keep safety in mind. And we went ahead and we left this area. We drove through downtown Phoenix. We drove all the way out to North Phoenix, past Peoria. Just kind of tried to see if we could find somebody out on a street corner with a sign that said homeless veteran. It seemed like there was nobody out on Sunday. Nobody out on Sunday morning in Phoenix. It's pretty warm here. Maybe there's a lot of churches that invite the homeless in. I'm not sure, but I see homeless people everywhere during the week when I go down to the courthouse, go down to do whatever I have to do downtown Phoenix. And today there was just nobody out. So we struck out trying to find somebody to go spend the day with us. But we did learn a lot. My daughter got to see this area down here, and I guess we'll just call this one a scouting mission, to get us ready for what we need to do. All right, and that's it. We tried. We'll head back out and continue this mission later on. Everybody, thanks for watching this. Have a great day. Thank you very much again for being here. Please subscribe and share this channel as much as possible. I would appreciate it.